Okay, I'm today. I'm today. I started to say I'm today here. I'm here today with my youngest son, Sam. Say hi, Sam.
Hi.
So, Sam was recently in a debate regarding whether or not animals had souls. And as it turns out, I wrote a book on that. So, I thought maybe we'd talk about that a little bit because the book is a little complicated at times, although I certainly hope it's most people have found it pretty accessible for an academic book that does a lot of probability theory, metaphysics, et cetera. But it really is intended to be read by just about anybody. So, um, I'm going to try to explain to you briefly why I think animals have souls. Okay. So, first of all, let's set animals aside and think about two different kinds of things. Let's think about people and stones. Okay? Now, if I'd have been really good, I'd have had a rock that I could have used as an object. And I could have said, consider this rock. But I don't. The ironic thing is, I had one in my pocket earlier, and I didn't even know where it came from. So, anyway, so consider the difference between a rock and a person. What do you think some of the main differences between rocks and people are? Seems like a silly question.
I think the main difference is that humans are living and rocks are not.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah, the
Right.
main difference.
Rocks don't grow,
Yeah,
they don't
don't.
move around, they
No.
don't feed. And what are some other differences between humans and rocks?
They don't have arms, they don't have heads, they don't have eyes, they don't have nose.
Statue of rock could have an arms.
Well, well,
Do you think that rocks know about the world they're living in? Do you think they smell the fresh air and hear hear the sound of the stream going by?
I've had weird dreams of that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's. I don't think that my weird dreams are true.
Right. Well, I certainly. Well, I'm not going to go there with me, but most of my dreams have come true. Right. So we can sit by the bank of the stream and watch the stream go over the rocks. And do you remember playing with the rocks in the streams in Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we can feel the coldness of the water in the stream, hear the sound of the stream, smell the flowers on the edge of the stream. But those rocks that are right in the stream, they don't smell the flowers. They don't feel the coldness of the water. And they don't hear the brook going by. Right. So these philosophers have given a fancy name to these kinds of experiences. Okay, it's called phenomenal consciousness.
Phenomenal consciousness.
Very good. So, humans have phenomenal consciousness and rocks don't. Okay, now let's bring animals back in. Do you think animals are more like rocks in this respect or more like people?
More like people.
Clearly more like people.
Yeah.
We can we're eating chicken the other night, and what do the dogs do? Right?
Yeah.
They smell it. They come towards us and they enjoy the taste of it, and they can hear really well. And we know that dogs don't see in full color like humans do, so we know for sure that animals have phenomenal consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. So that's sort of step one. Animals have phenomenal consciousness. Now, here's step two. Phenomenal consciousness isn't physical, right? I mean, our brain is
Yeah.
physical, our sensory organs are physical, the things that we are sensing are physical, the little, packets of light coming in, or the whatever it is that we're breathing in when we, smell
Yeah.
things. So the carriers of the things that we sense are physical, our sensory organs are physical,
Yeah.
and our brain, the sensory cortices, the visual cortex and the auditory cortex, the olfactory cortex, the gustatory cortex, all of the parts of our brain that translate these physical impactors on our sensory organs are physical, but phenomenal consciousness isn't physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't be. So, the first step, remember what the first step was? Animals have
phenomenal consciousness.
Right, animals have phenomenal consciousness. Now, phenomenal consciousness isn't physical.
No.
Therefore, animals have a part of them that isn't physical. Right, exactly. So there's a non-physical part of dogs and other animals that have the relevant sensory experiences. And if and there's lots of different, the word soul is used for a lot of different things, but one of the most fundamental things it's used for is the non-physical part of beings that have souls. And certainly if there is a non-physical part of a dog that is key to it, just like our phenomenal consciousness is key to us, then God could put that phenomenal consciousness into a rebuilt body and thereby resurrect those animals and bring them into the new heaven and the new earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope it makes sense to you too. That is a brief version of the argument for the resurrection of animals, or at least for the possibility of the resurrection of animals. And if it were possible, why wouldn't God do it, right? Yeah. Makes perfect sense. All right. If you have questions, you can write them below, or you can email them to Return to Reason. Not Return to Reason. That's somebody else's channel. My channel is called Recovering Reason. You can email recoveringreason@gmail.com, and we can do follow-up videos if you have objections or problems or questions about animal souls, animal consciousness, animal resurrection, animal pain, animal heaven, animal suffering, all things about animal theology. We'll take them right here. Okay. Bye-bye.